everyone. Welcome to Mental Health Bites, where we tackle a timely topic of the day, answer one of your burning questions, and leave you with a practical tip to improve your mental wellness every single day. Let's jump right into the timely topic of the day. Today, we're talking all about decision fatigue. If you're feeling mentally drained by midday or struggling to make even the simplest decisions, you're not alone. Today, we're going to talk about this hidden culprit behind that foggy feeling of decision fatigue. This episode is all about simplifying your mental load to gain clarity, feel more in control, and stop that daily energy drain that so many of us experience. So, what exactly is decision fatigue? In simple terms, decision fatigue refers to the mental exhaustion that builds up after making many decisions throughout the day. The more choices you face, the more your brain's capacity to make high quality decisions declines. By evening, you might feel completely tapped out, even if your day didn't seem particularly stressful. Here's what decision fatigue looks like in daily life. You start the day energized and clear headed, ready to tackle the day. You're being efficient in those first hours of the morning, but by early afternoon, procrastination sets in. And by evening, you're opting for whatever's easiest: fast food instead of cooking, binge watching shows instead of reading, or avoiding decisions altogether. Even small choices like picking what to eat or what to wear suddenly feel like monumental tasks. That's an example of decision fatigue. You might think decision fatigue only happens to overworked CEOs or busy parents juggling multiple responsibilities. But the truth is, decision fatigue affects all of us. Just look around you. There's so many choices every single day. And the more options we have, the more likely you are to fall prey to decision fatigue. Have you ever been to one of those restaurants where you open the menu and there is literally hundreds of options of things to order? At first, that might seem like a delight. It might seem like something really exciting. But actually, after thumbing through pages of menus, you're exhausted and you get more confused than ever. Oftentimes, you just end up ordering the same thing that you always do when you come to this restaurant, or you just might give up altogether and just say, whatever, just let the server know to put something on my plate. I don't even care what it is. And this is just a classic example. Something that actually seems amazing, which is this option of choice, can actually end up bogging us down. Think about it. How many decisions have you already made today as you're listening to this podcast? From choosing what to wear, to deciding what emails to prioritize, to what to eat for breakfast. Our days are filled with hundreds of micro decisions. So, I don't know if you read this article. It came out probably a few years ago now, but they were talking about this concept of decision fatigue. And they were reflecting on tech leaders and world leaders and how they all try to simplify their daily routines so that they can make space in their brains for those bigger decisions of the day. Barack Obama famously said at one point, "I'm trying to pare down my decisions. I don't want to make decisions about what I'm eating or wearing because I have too many other decisions to make." And this is why he stuck to gray and blue suits during his entire presidency. It freed his mind for bigger choices that could impact millions of lives. Mark Zuckerberg took the same approach. He wears the same gray t shirt every day to avoid wasting energy on trivial decisions. And it's not just politicians and tech leaders. Oprah Winfrey has spoken about creating a streamlined wardrobe and delegating tasks to preserve mental energy for creative and meaningful decisions. And that's the real catch here. I really love being creative, both in my work time and also in my off time during hobbies. But if I am experiencing decision fatigue, it's impossible to think creatively. And so you need to be able to free up your mind for creative decision making, creative ideas, and just to have fun when you are trying to relax and engage in your hobbies and you're having a vacation day. The science backs up a lot of what we've been talking about regarding decision fatigue. A study published in Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences found that judges reviewing parole cases were far more likely to grant parole early in the day. But as the day progressed, decisions became increasingly conservative, favoring the easiest, safest option, which was to deny parole. By afternoon, their mental reserves were clearly depleted. The takeaway: the quality of our decisions declines the more we make throughout the day. Why is it important to address decision fatigue? Well, if our discussion so far hasn't convinced you yet, here's the thing. When decision fatigue sets in, it doesn't just affect small decisions. It can impact major life choices, your productivity at work, and even how you engage with your loved ones. Poor decisions lead to stress and regret. Procrastination can snowball, creating overwhelming to do lists that grow each day. And this also leads to avoidance. Those decisions you keep putting off can contribute to anxiety. Long term decision fatigue can erode your self esteem and confidence, making you second guess even the simplest choices in your life. That's why addressing this issue isn't just a life hack, it's essential for maintaining good mental health. The good news is you can beat decision fatigue by simplifying your mental load. And in this next segment, we'll dive into a listener's question about how to stay mentally sharp, even with a packed schedule. I got a question from Rachel from Austin, Texas. Hey, Dr. Judy, I'm a working mom with two young kids, and by the time I get home from work, I feel mentally drained. Even small decisions like what to cook or which activities to prioritize feel exhausting. How can I simplify my life without feeling like I'm giving up control? Rachel, thank you for such a relatable question. The feeling you're describing, being mentally drained by evening, is classic decision fatigue. Many people think that simplifying means losing flexibility or giving up control, but it's really the opposite. Simplifying decisions actually helps you reclaim control by creating mental space for what really matters. So, one way to do this is by adopting what I call a capsule schedule. Designate specific days for specific tasks. For example, Mondays for certain types of meetings or admin tasks, Tuesday for creative work, Wednesdays for certain household duties and chores, Thursdays for planning, and Fridays for wrap up. When you block your days like this, you eliminate the constant micro decisions about when to do what, where to schedule a meeting, when to do the dishes, when to do your laundry, etc. And you can also try capsule schedule for different parts of the day. So perhaps you might be thinking, I can't just do laundry once a week. I'll need to do laundry 2 or 3 times a week. You can always just make sure that you schedule laundry time in the evening or the morning, but basically block out your day into different segments, and you can use the capsule schedule this way as well. This eliminates constant micro decision making that we're doing every day, and that will leave you more energized to focus on bigger priorities. Hope that's helpful. Let's move right into the practical tip of the day. I'd like to talk to you about the 3 choice rule. This is a simple, actionable strategy you can implement immediately. It involves limiting your options to just 3 choices when making routine decisions. So here's how it works. First, identify repeated decisions. Look at areas in your life where you constantly make the same decisions, like meals, workouts, outfits, etc. Then create 3 go-to options. Make sure you pick 3 solid, reliable choices. For example, if it's deciding what to eat for lunch, select 3 meals you enjoy and rotate between them. And third, commit for a week. Stick to these 3 options for at least 1 week and see if it helps you to create mental ease. And I'll bet you that it does. So here's a couple of examples from my own life. I do this with my workouts. Instead of deciding every day what to do for my workout, I rotate between strength training, long walks, and runs. By keeping this simple, I avoid this internal debate and I just do it. I also do this with my lunches. I have 3 favorite lunches that I alternate throughout the week. And when I think about what to eat, I just simply pick from those 3 options. And it's not actually very boring because those are meals that I really enjoy. And also, I can always swap out what those 3 choices are from week to week. Limiting choice does not mean limiting joy. It's all about streamlining decisions so you have more energy for what excites and fulfills you. And over time, this reduces stress and sharpens your focus. Thanks so much for tuning in to today's episode of Mental Health Bites. If you enjoyed what you watched, there's more where that came from. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon so you never miss an update. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and leave a comment below with your thoughts and any questions you have. Also, feel free to share this video with your friends and family who might find it useful. Stay tuned for more helpful content, and as always, thank you for your support.